Congratulations to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his president-elect. The city boy has finally done well in the big city. Give him all his flowers. He got in there in the nick of time. He said, "Èmi ló kàn." Ó dẹ̀ kàn lóòótọ́. He's president-elect today. Give him all the flowers, give him all the accolades. Congrats to him. But how did he win? He won an election that was very divided. That INEC broke its own laws, pure and simple. He won an election where INEC reneged on his own promise. And people started talking, but INEC wouldn't listen when it's been shown it broke its own laws. INEC said, "I will hurriedly go ahead," but people pointed to INEC that it broke its own laws. There are sections 60 of the Electoral Act that deal with transmission of results. People now are making the argument, INEC guideline. Is INEC guideline a law? Let's not deceive ourselves. The guidelines were there, and they are laws to be used for the elections. If there were no guidelines, if people are asking, is guideline a law? Why can't people just come to the polling units and do anything they want if there are no guidelines on how they should vote? Because the argument now is very funny. And the law is the law and the guidelines. And Section 160 of the Nigerian Constitution, with a provisor, says that INEC can make its own laws without needing approval from the president. It is there. So INEC went ahead to break its own guidelines by not transmitting results. It's as simple as that. And that is the context here. I keep hearing people talking about 25%. That's a red herring. The substantive issue here is that did INEC violate its own guidelines? When people argue all sorts, I ask them, please, for those that went to vote, if the guidelines do not matter, you just try thumbprinting your hands in such a way that you thumbprint one in one party and you use another hand to thumbprint another one in one party. The votes are invalid, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's the way it's a nullity. As long as you do not transfer, it's a nullity. Also, the capacity to be able to challenge another recount is there in Section 71 of the Electoral Act. These things are expressly stated there. As long as you do not follow it, it is a nullity. But the court will be the one to decide that. But these are the laws of the land. I mean, Dr. Abbott, you were chief marker, examiner, lecturer par excellence for so many years. If I was in your literature class and you gave me an examination, Dr. Abbott, and you say answer 2 out of 4, and I answer 4, what would you do? Are you not going to cancel the 2 I answered and mark the only 2 that you stipulated I should answer? These arguments are crystal clear. But you know, when you call 13 lawyers in a room, you have 13 different opinions. But it is the Supreme Court, and it's incumbent on the Supreme Court to reinforce the trust of the people. For the 25%, oh, this reminds me of 1979. Fatai Williams, of blessed memory, clumsily worded